Let's get ready to
Rip a face!
What the hell is even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
Hiya, 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 na 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 na.
He Vadered! He Vadered!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Welcome. Absolute pleasure to have you all here. Nerd Wars, one word, all caps. Thank you. Badger, it's our big day, and we have too many tabs and too many adorable Grogus to talk about. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm fantastic, having just survived another assault on all of my family, and Mando and Grogu kicked my dog, and it killed all my animals, and it's the worst thing to ever worse a thing. It's genociding me. That's how bad it was. Everyone should know I'm going to scream. Did I do it right?
You'll never guess it. My favorite part was when Grogu and the Babu Fricks teamed up once the Mando got captured.
Delightful.
Genuinely, they genuinely carried it. What, did I cry? What was that?
Did you wear your tattoo?
Oh, yes. I have a picture. Don't you worry. It's coming up shortly. It was terrible.
Excellent.
Dude, taking a selfie is so fucking gay, bro. And in public, holy shit. Like, I don't ever do that because I'm not a teenage girl. Even like taking it as evidence so I could get my payment for my super chat goals. Even then, I felt so fucking gay. So it's so blurry and looks so bad. But I do have the evidence that this little fucker came and saw Mando and Grogu with me, which we will get into shortly. First, though, chat, have you considered hitting that thumbs up, please, for Grogu? We have much to discuss. Ooh, positive even from the shills? Well, you just wait. You're in for a mildly positive treat. With lots of negative for me at least too, but plenty of positive. First, we got Spider Noir drop in on the 27th, so next week. Critics are coming in with a 91% with what, 32? Wow. And I like it. They're beta testing it. Average rated reviews. So this is just for reviews that actually left number ratings. 7.8. So just to show how off this is from actual scores because of the stupid system they use. Thank God they're finally adding an actual score.
I'll be happy if it's a 7 or higher.
Top critics aren't loving it though. But yes. So good to hear. Honestly though, who cares what they have to say? That's the concern. And Cornboy dropping my favorite thumbs up, and he actually has access to stickers, so he can drop the classic red thumbs up.
Super stickers.
Appreciate you, Cornboy. Yes, use them while we got them. Now, so Badger, I might have lied to us yesterday. There was actually another movie that came out this week. I love boosters, and you'll never believe this movie about black women shoplifting, like Robin Hood style, I believe. You'll never believe it has a 92%.
I thought this was the Dr. Fauci biopic. What is it? It's something completely different.
No, boosting means stealing, Badger.
Oh.
Yeah, 92%
too. Way off.
7.3 once you actually look at it. Yeah, as long as they give it like above a 6, it counts as fresh. So they can give it a bad score and it still be fresh. That's how this happens because they're afraid to give it rotten scores because more racisms. So why did I not realize this wasn't coming out? Well, as I've mentioned, this seems to be by how much money they think it's going to make. So Passenger also came out. I don't know what that is. So you go right. Sheep Detectives. My mom finally saw it and she really liked it. So yeah, for some reason the Sheep Detectives is surprisingly good. And then I Love Boosters is behind Sheep Detectives that came out Mother's Day weekend. So this is what, like, its third, fourth week or something.
And notice it's changing your mouse from Mando helmet to Grogu.
Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I saw that, which we are going to discuss because they kept the budget a slightly less retarded than they could have, but the marketing budget for, I mean, I see Mando and Grogu stuff all over. Like, we often will just say 50% for budget, but some of the bigger ones, it's 100%. This might be one where it's over 100% because it went crazy. I will say the popcorn buckets, they were pretty cool. And they made me feel better as I had a Grogu attached at my hip. So I tried not to hide him. I tried to keep him about right there, but yeah.
You make eye contact with you.
When I went to my seat, obviously I walked past the family with them like facing them, and I'm like, should I do a weird 360 to sit down slightly less embarrassing? But thankfully in the dark, no one could see my Grogu tattoo. All right, so I Love Boosters. Best of luck. The critics love it. Now, what we've all been waiting for, Mando and Grogu. 63% haters. They're clearly racist against green people. And then the audience. I have my weird ass system where I look at how many ratings there are. 1,000 plus. That's good for verified. Not quite to that 2,500 yet. This were a normal Star Wars movie before they destroyed Star Wars, this would probably be 2,500 and 5,000 already.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
But we don't have that. We have a movie that's projected lower than Solo and already had a lower opening day. More on that here, I think, in a second. All right, here's proof. Like I said, I was briefly homosexual and took a selfie.
Wow.
Only briefly. Who's Your Daddy can confirm I am very manly. You may have also noticed I adorably stuck a piece of popcorn in his hand. And you may notice the Grogu tattoo on the face. And my not being very happy about having to take a selfie of myself in public like a big homo.
And Grogu eats popcorn in the movie. So it was real 3D, 4D, whatever the fuck.
Yes.
You had a real experience.
Honestly, he was kind of in the way for a lot of it, but before I had finished my popcorn, because normally you kind of either have to like hover the hand, or you have to kind of like almost lay the popcorn down for easy reach. Because like, God forbid you not just like keep your grubby little hands right next to it. So he actually gave me a little thing, so I was able to hover over my popcorn.
Oh, that's
easier.
nice. You don't want to get
And then when he ate it, I picked some popcorn off him and ate it.
See? Truly living the experience.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. No, he's good. He's good. I'll say he's got a few things on his face for those who haven't seen him recently.
He's a gladiator now.
He's looking pretty good. I know, he's gonna need an eye patch before long. We keep getting close. So
that'll be cool.
If anyone would like to see him abused, you all know how. Right now. Looks like you had poo in your face. No, that's my Grogu tattoo. Thank you, Gabby. All right. It took a long time. It hurt a lot.
This movie was better than Solo.
Explain yourself.
This movie was better than Solo. If you asked, do you want to watch Solo right now or this? I would watch this. Solo was actually fucking boring.
True. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to remember Solo, and the fact all I remember is the train beginning heist, and then it's all ruined once you figure out that's like a little girl or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Maul shows up for 5 seconds. I remember him. He got a stupid name.
Disrespectful to the characters and Lauren Cannon, and actually did negatives. So I think a lot of my frustration is people are acting like this movie is somehow worse than Solo or did any sort of destruction compared to the other ones. And it's the most inoffensive nothing fucking movie ever, not warranting the level of like, I am seeing from some of the people, to the point where it's fucking annoying.
Yes.
Because if it's all horrible and bad, then it all just loses its meaning.
Remember I talked like I discussed for quite some time my like scoring and rating system. A big part of that is because a lot of people like to give everything a 2 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. And it's like, no, that's not. No. Statistics, bell curves, that's what we're supposed to be getting. Like good stuff should be around 7s. Bad stuff should be around like 4s. But no, we like to go to our extremes. And it's fun. I get it. All the chemicals go in our brains and stuff. I get it. I'm not judging. But I'm more reporterly. Isn't that right, Grogu? Tell him I'm more reporterly. So I like to, as like with mixtape, you know, I want to know if all the outrage is deserved. And with this one, I mean, there's plenty to complain about, but I mean, Badger, you're one of the internet's foremost experts on Star Wars. Did it shit on anything in particular?
No, there's literally nothing offensive to the lore that's not already happened. Like, yeah, just overacting, overreacting, rather.
Yes, and I get it. I hate it. I get it.
It is 3 fucking episodes of what should have just been season 4 with all the actual filler. First half is all just action scenes. It's a video game for the first 2 parts of the movie. And then the third one would be the actual shit that happens. And it's just no different than a fucking television show.
What's that? So people saying it's boring. No, honestly, I'd see the argument being made more easily that it's like too much action.
Yeah, if you hate all the characters and you don't want to be there, sure, you will find everything boring.
Now, my complaints are more about like character and story stuff. The writing definitely struggles, and I couldn't help but notice Dave Filoni in the writing credits. Like Zeb, right? Is that his name? Zeb? Zeb?
Zeb.
So, yeah, I'm not certain of that because he's just kind of there, which is fine. You know, like Chewie and Han. I don't need to explain at the beginning why they're together. I'm fine with that, but he had like no actual character really. I liked him fine.
And Rod of the Hutt is the best character in the entire fucking thing.
Yes, because he has actual characterization in his writing. No one else gets it. Like Mando doesn't grow really in any kind of ways. He's helping out the New Republic, trying to be good, and then he accidentally helps out bad people, and then he like decides I'm gonna be a good guy though. Yeah, it's like I guess that's his arc. Grogu, does Grogu grow at all?
Yeah, he goes from being a fucking nom child to organizing rescue parties and using his training and keeping Mando alive for days.
Okay, yeah. We got him agency. Oh, it's like not toxic. Baby Stay Out, where the baby crawls through New York City, basically.
So it's like 3 episodes put together.
Okay.
The first one is just showing that Mando has been hunting down warlords through the New Republic's deck of cards. That's the first whole fucking mission.
Which they did do the like Sabak or whatever, right? They call it like the Ace of
Staves.
Staves. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did do that. So that didn't really bug me.
And then in the second one, they want him to hunt. Oh, go ahead.
I say, and she was fine, but then when she shows up at the end as like the X-wing pilot, there's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I didn't like that.
No, it's an isolated story about Mando and Grogu.
Yes, and it did need to be able to stand on its own a bit better. Like, you really do need to know Mando and Grogu for this to work for you. I wish it had been a smidge more standalone.
Yeah, if you did not know anything about it, you would probably be lost.
It feels like a DLC to the show, and you need to own the game to play the DLC situation.
It feels like the fucking 4th season with actual filler episodes taken out, and it's just like one of the arcs of it.
Now, some filler stuff is good though, and I thought it was good filler, but the filler accusation I think is pretty legit because I felt when the first episode ended, and the way you would structure if they tried to do a movie and they structure it into 3 acts, the way you do those is not the way they did this, where this is how you would structure 3 episodes in a row that are just somewhat linear, but not as like a full arc. They needed to do a little more like its own self-contained full arc.
Yeah, the first
That
2
would help
arcs
a lot.
episodes are basically what a Mandalorian video game would be.
Yes,
including it up to
co-
find your target and
yeah.
good.
And some
good
people
or bad?
complain. Oh, it's like a video game. I like video games. So what's the problem?
I mean,
No,
like
I get-
action structure.
Punisher falling on his back on the AC unit looking like a video game and being bad. I get that part, yes. But then how about the CG-ness? What you think of that? Also, if you don't mind, please, guys.
For the most part, it was fine. There's a little bit of a roughness when the AT-AT is going off the side. It started looking not so real, but
Yeah. What did you think of that opening, the action-packed opening where he actually does some bounty hunting?
yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Like I said, it was a generic like open mid hunt the warlord.
Honestly, credit to Solo, their opening of the train heist. A little more hype. But they did a good job for the most part with the
So the
opening.
setup
I guess
is
it
he's
is
working-
so loud.
He's working for the New Republic, hunting them, and the next target, they don't know who he is. It's a mystery. But these 2 Hutts, the twins, they know who he is. And in exchange for the information, they need him to rescue their nephew, who's been kidnapped and forced to fight in the gladiatorial pits on Shikari. I actually remembered.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
These lovely individuals. Which it's good. You have the quick little bounty hunt, and then you come in, and then that ties slightly into the next big bounty hunting. It worked. Structure worked well, but like I said, it was the way it connected. Definitely felt like just random episodes in like the middle of a series, which they could have done like an adventure that felt like that, but also gave it an 3-act structure that was a little, and maybe some characterizations and a little more arc. But everything else they did do really, a lot of the other things they did pretty well, I'll say. Music, Badger. Because
not a MacGuffin, because he's actually important to the entire fucking story. So when Mando finds him, he finds that he's thriving quite well at being a gladiator and only has 1 fight left on his contract. To which I was like, motherfucker, go have a beer, come back the next day and get him. But it turns out they're going to rig it. They're going to rig it so he's not going to win his last fight. And that's when Mando decides to try to break him out and get caught himself. And then he's forced to fight in the games with Rhoda.
Right there. Yeah. Rhoda's. My God. I'm back.
No, you're there.
All right. Yeah. So that little bit of characterization when he's in the cell, do that with the other characters, please. Because like that was good. I liked it. Could we do that with some other characters?
Mando goes to talk to him in his holding cell while he's got his robot masseuses fucking working on him. And Rhoda's just like, nah, that was an asshole. I don't want to be like him, because his dad is Jabba. I don't want to be like him. I want to do my own thing.
Well, they were about to kill him, right? I think they told him what was happening, and then they tried to kill him.
Why tell Mando what?
About how he was going to kill Rada.
He didn't know that. He figured it out.
Yeah,
He figured it out on his own. He was like, "Well, you're probably not gonna. It's gonna." And then when he threatened the dudes, they found out that it was a Dajaric finale or whatever.
Yeah, wait, who is telling everyone that it's boring?
Jeremy,
they had the audio way too loud. Like I was certainly awake. Like I said, there's more of an argument to be made that there's too much action. Like I said, like we could have used a little more characterization stuff.
Yeah, I get if you found maybe the last part boring. If you hate all the characters, sure. But I was not bored.
Yeah, that's certainly not one of my complaints. And then real quick,
Andor was fucking boring.
Oh, it's one of the worst things I've ever fucking seen. Oh my God.
Andor was actually slow and fucking boring. So
absolute dog shit. Oh, bro, you didn't even make it to the 7th episode where there's a prison break and something finally happens and there's an actual character and actor that's good? What? You should have just kept watching to the 73rd episode. No, I'm good. If I need a sleep aid, I will definitely watch Andor. So Mando and Grogu, regardless of our score out of 10, it's going to be a flop out of 10. 12 million for the domestic preview. So Solo, 14 mil. And we knew this was going to happen. Now that it has, that means the other projections are going to probably come true. This is going to make less than Solo. One of the things that helped kill, remember when they're going to do Star Wars movies every year? Wasn't Solo one of the things that kind of killed that? Wait, okay, Badger's got his sights on something. You take care of this.
I am an OG fan. That doesn't preclude me from being able to enjoy things being put out under. And everyone keeps saying Filoni. Nutellas, this was written by Jon Favreau. If you have a complaint, please take it up with Jon. Right. But his fucking, compared to everything else, it is 90% Jon Favreau's writing. Like vast majority.
Well, we were discussing yesterday how much Filoni is, gets credit or blame for this. And he did get the writing credit right at the beginning. And then the very first credit at the end was second unit directors, one of which was him. Mm-hmm. So he was definitely a big part of it. But yeah, this seems to be a Favreau and Filoni affair, so that both teams kind of lose on that one. Now, let's see budget. Budget is importante. So Solo got 103 million for its Memorial Day weekend, so same weekend too. So the shows are going to be hard. Well, actually, I don't know. The shows probably aren't going to be showing hard. But yeah, we got the long weekend, so that number is going to be used to manipulate people.
It's going to lose money.
Oh, for sure. And then $300 million budget. Solo's the only Star Wars to lose money after ending with a $392 million globally. The Mando and Grogu has a smaller $165 million budget. I'm saying that's 300 mil total at least. 135 mil for marketing. I'd say at least. The marketing's been crazy. You think that's fair, Badge?
Yeah.
300 mil. So 600 mil break even, and it doesn't look like it's going to hit the 400 mil number.
No.
Mando lost money.
It'll be on streaming in record time.
Whoopsies. But think about all the Grogu. Ow! He just poked me in the. Oh, you piece of.
It's child abuse.
Think about all the Grogu toys they're going to sell. Probably not many. They're just all the ones that didn't sell. They're going to put the little. Like Mando shield on him. That little fucker. That came close. All right, let's see. All right, and then don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you like seeing movies in movie theaters, because it's not going to last long. What would be a good indicator that the movie theaters were done? Would IMAX exploring people to buy it be a bad sign for the theater industry, Badger?
Man. Get it up now. Phrasing.
Yeah, one of the like if you're gonna get people in the theaters, it's gonna have to be for like an extra reason, not just big screen and loud sound. You need a little extra. And IMAX was that extra. Like we're size queens at this point. I still see things in the little screens, but Badger understandably says no. Yeah. Otherwise, like, what is even the point?
What's the point?
So IMAX. Yeah, like I know Eugene. He always likes going to the IMAXs and stuff. Yeah. All right, movie theaters. Enjoy them while they last. Oh, super quick. Obsession may become one of the only films in history to earn $100 million plus on a budget of less than $1 million. Thing is making some fucking money. Jesus.
Good for them.
All right, now it's time, Badge. Whiny performative bitches. Sorry. It's hardly the worst things Disney Star Wars has put out. Really hard to look for nuanced opinions when you claim everything is the worst ever. So let's get some nuance. I don't think I got your answer yet on the music. I've already heard a little bit of it, but tell chat thoughts on the music.
It's pretty generic when it gets to Shikari or whatever. It's like a techno city. It's the same composer from Odyssey coming out.
And the music started getting like electronic, and I'm like, oh, play some 80 cent pop, please. Please, some 80 cent, please. And then it was fine, but it didn't quite give me what I wanted. I did like seeing them in the city, because that's my complaint is I get a little tired of the constant Tatooine and like third worldness. I want to see some futuristic cities, at least occasionally, and maybe one that's not Coruscant. And we got that, and I did like the aesthetic of it all.
And yeah, this is where I am with it. It's like a 5.5.
Yeah, I think I'm at a 6. Probably, yeah. I was already a 6.5. I'm at a 6. Maybe we'll go
Jump
lower.
3PO said it's worse than the sequel trilogy. Jay, I love you, but that is a fucking retarded statement. There's nothing in here worse than the sequel trilogy at all.
Yeah, like remember when they lined up the dagger with the fallen Death Star so they could find the actual MacGuffin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I liked
no
it.
Desert planets.
It gave it that like underground underworld kind of vibe to it. Made it a little more, I don't want to say gritty, grounded, and realistic, because Martin Scorsese's 6-Star Monkey was in it.
Chris Gore gave it a 3 out of 10. That's because Chris thinks that the only Star Wars is Han, Luke, and Leia, and nothing else counts. They're not going to like anything unless it's Han, Luke, and Leia, but you're not getting Han, Luke, and Leia. Those motherfuckers are dead, both in the real and in fucking the lore.
And not only do we want more variety with the planets, more variety with aliens. So it actually feels like they're in outer space.
See.
And we got a ton of aliens in this one.
Ice planet, Navarro, Shikari, a city planet, and then we finally got to see Nal Hutta in canon.
Yeah, that's their homeworld, right?
Yeah, which you can also see in the Old Republic video game.
I wasn't expecting it to be so jungly. I did
very
like
jungly, methane, fucked up. Yeah.
Did we see hut sex?
Because
they you know how snakes reproduce.
Cloaca to cloaca action going on.
Because it was like kind of brothely-ish vibe. I think we saw hut sex. I'm just saying, throwing it out there. So yeah, lots of different aliens, which I really enjoyed. What'd you think of Martin Scorsese? I thought he actually did a pretty decent job of the voice acting.
He was fine. I don't know why they had him there as the fucking
like
sandwich
a
merchant, basically.
Relief. Yeah, basically instead of like he was like the lore dump kind of. He was the give me a little lore so we can move the story along character. Which I get it. Maybe not the best way to do it, but I liked it. And I mean, now we can prove that there is a Jewish race, and it's not the Nemoidians or whatever.
Yeah,
the Nemoidians are the Asians, right?
Toitarians.
Yeah,
I'm a Toitarian. I thought he was more Armenian than Jewish, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though. He kind of gave that
only money.
Larry David Seinfeld kind of vibe.
Wearing a cape. It was insane.
And then, so I see, people complaining, like watching a turd fight the germs in a toilet. And then, so they made a whole scene based around this. So when they had the big fight, it was, I think, like all of these characters from the chessboard. I liked it. I thought that was a good way to do member berries. And the character designs were sweet.
I liked it too. So again, much like a video game, you're giving a light side and a dark side option. The dark side option.
Cameos. No, please go ahead. We'll cover the Filoni sticking himself in twice afterwards. Go ahead.
He's like, I'll let him go right now, but you have to fight in my arena. And man was like, no, I'm not doing that. And so he goes to try to break out Rhoda and then gets captured and then forced to fight in the final fight with him. That not only is it rigged, it's something called a Dejaric match, where yes, all the famed monsters from the Dejaric like chess fucking game, those are based on real
that
creatures.
Game is called Dejaric. All right. Yeah, I did not know what that word was they kept saying.
And so they have to fight all of those fucking monsters.
And it was pretty badass. Like let's see. I probably shouldn't show it, but the way that Rada moves, because I was kind of wondering how the big bulky slug monster guy was gonna move.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. He does lots of rolling. He does lots of smashing.
Yeah,
I I thought it was pretty cool. And even though he's big old CG monster, it looked good enough, and the impacts felt real. And also, like I said, the audio was so loud in my theater. So, like, he didn't just feel like a tennis ball on a stick. Like my immersion was fine. Like sound design, CG, and all that stuff, I was never really taken out. Like I said, some of the writing could certainly have been better, especially for the characters. But my eyes and ears, for the most part, were pretty happy, and they did a lot of it well. And we'll have to get to my Grogu and my Babu Fricks, but us suburban white women got exactly what we wanted. Graph web for two. For fuck's sake, I was so jealous of that hashtag. Cancel Disney Plus. I was so jealous that you got the damn hat, man.
Entire audience had it.
Were they wearing them?
Oh yeah, they were wearing them.
What do you give it out of 10, Graph? We need to know. Yeah, because I'm at like a 6 out of 10. I'm willing to go lower. But my thought is always, because when it's not really, really good, if it's really, really good, you start judging it from like the 10. But if it's something more mid, I try to judge it from 5.5. 5 is not the actual median of 1 through 10. It's actually 5.5. So mine is, when it's more mid, is how many points above or below average is it to me. And I think half a point above the median is pretty reasonable. And if I said 6.5, I think that's reasonable too, but it depends how much you weight writing. That's because a lot of, like, some people on our side, like, logical, like, every bit of the writing has to be perfectly logical, or else they're going to pick it apart forever, unless it's Mortal Kombat 2. I don't really, I can suspend my disbelief fine. I'm not no logic policer. But characterization stuff is pretty important regardless. I don't think that's being nitpicky.
Like Rhoda, he's nice to Grogu. He has a little talk about how,
it's super sweet when they're playing on the ocean and he's like, I'm gonna get you.
How Rhoda was raised alone because all the reasons his aunt and uncle want to kill him.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, you got a good dad. You need to appreciate that and stuff. Like passing on good lessons to Grogu, not being a positive male role model. Yeah, I really liked him. I think we both agree he was the best character, right? I thought he was the best character. As much as I love my Grogu and Babu moments, yeah. Like, all right, yeah, let's go. Well, first, Filoni was 2 cameos. He walks through a bar, and they have him, and he's wearing his fucking cowboy hat, and then at the end,
Star Wars hat that they made him.
So there's probably like 8 X-wings or something, but we see like 4 of them, and he manages of the 4 to shove himself into it.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? And so once that second one popped up, and then I saw him in the credits, it's like, oh, if this thing flops, sorry, Filoni, you're definitely getting blamed for it too. Did you see any Favreau? Did Favreau do any cameos?
No.
Someone who's in
writing.
Actual actor.
Just in his writing.
What? Bro. Okay, now I'm going to talk about Grogu, but I got to get him first.
Yeah, because the setup to the third part of the movie is he's told by like Rhoda rather what the whole deal is, and he's like, oh, they don't want to rescue me, they want to kill me because I'm like next in line for Jabba's, like, to inherit everything. So if you bring me back to them, they're gonna kill me. And he tells him why, and he goes, oh, it was that guy. It was the guy that was, so like Mando finds out who the Ace of Staves is, that he was the whole point. So he betrays the Hutts by trying to get him Rada smuggled off world with someone else,
which then causes a problem with the New Republic, which is nice and complex. Yeah. But then at the end they find out, oh, maybe the Hutts were actually bad guys all along. Yeah,
better than season 3. If these episodes, that's the other thing. Had season 3 not existed, had Pedro shut the fuck up, like it would not be nearly getting the reaction it did. Better than that. Obi-Wan series, better than Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan actually painful, boring for a lot of it, and disrespectful to the series. Book of Boba Fett, it was better than Book of Boba Fett. Ahsoka, with the exception of the Hayden Christensen parts, I had more fun watching this. Skeleton Crew, they're about.
I say a bit better than Ahsoka, similar to Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was happy. Definitely plenty of problems. Honestly, I think I would choose Skeleton Crew over this one, just because that did have really good writing and characterization and such.
And like the plot issues are kind of the same plot issues that go in all. In other words, if one more fucking villain captures Mando and does not strip him of his armor, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I don't know.
Hey, here's your bulletproof, blaster-proof, everything-proof, and let's mention how fucking rare it is and how priceless it is, but we're going to leave it on him. And by the way, here's your helmet back after having it off for 5 minutes. Like, there's not that there's aren't things to complain about, but screeching that it fucking ruined your childhood and all the other things, yeah.
This is worth the king's ransom. I'm going to throw it down in the dragon pit. Wait, no, you sell it on the black market.
And I still maintain that I've never heard one fucking legitimate complaint about Fallout, because all the complaints are based on they broke the lore by motherfuckers that don't understand the lore or realize that it in fact did not, because it's been multiple years and things can change. I rest my case.
All right, now we got to talk about my homeboy Grogu and the Fricks. Wow, that's a great band name, Grogu and the Fricks. Sorry. So to set that up, we get Imbo. Was that his name? Himbo?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Imbo. The bounty hunter from
another
Clone
bounty
Wars
hunter who also no characterization. Didn't really need it for his character though. For Mando, maybe a little more would have been nice. So had a fun fight with him. Definitely very dark to help with the CG and stuff, but it was a pretty cool fight. He just I love that he Captain America's everything with his weird shield hat, and he throws it like what Shang Tzu or whatever style. Kung Lao, yeah. That was fun. I liked it.
Even that they fucking set up. So in the very beginning, Sigourney Weaver, who did not need to be Sigourney Weaver, that literally could have been any other character already. That could have been Hera, whatever. That's fine. Sigourney Weaver. They find him a Razor Crest model ship, and she sells him like it's just stock. There's no modifications for it. So after the first little bit, after he sets Rada free, he's like, I'm going to take a break. That last one got a little hairy. They go back to their fucking cabin in the woods or whatever. And he brings out the Babu Fricks, the Anzelians, to mod his now stock Razor Crest back into what it was. Like performance issues, taking all the shit out.
I thought we were going to get a quick visit, maybe this shortest adventure. No, those dudes are main characters and I love them.
Right.
And so once Mando gets kidnapped by Himbo, there's nothing left to do but for the child to become the man. And so he teams up with the Babus for a rescue, and it's fucking adorable. Thank you.
So the Hutts send Imbo after him. They have a little fight scene. Mando gets captured, falls for the oldest trick in the books. He gets baited into chasing him and goes over a fucking... And so then, they watch him fly,
Mando gets gassed. Yeah, he does fall for some really simple trick. Runs right into the electrical trap.
I'm completely fine with those criticisms. It's fine. All that shit is where you should be criticizing.
Yes. Us white women love them.
So if there is any arc in the entire thing, what was the point of all of this? Mando fucking stepped up and proved he's not a baby, in fact. He organizes a rescue party.
Yeah,
I said Mando, Grogu. Yeah, Grogu organizes a rescue party along with his little Babu Freaks, goes there, and then succeeds in fucking saving Mandalorian and keeping him alive for days.
I mean, bro lifts Rada up. So, I mean, yeah, I get, but you can always make the argument, why doesn't Darth Vader just go like this and crush everybody he sees who he doesn't like?
There's no movie.
So, yeah, no, he definitely, I mean, he's pretty OP. Him building the little mud hut to take care of his homie. What did you think of the force healing? He didn't like solve the poison stuff, but he healed a wound.
They've already established he can do it. They've already established.
I thought he had. Okay. And then he never actually talks though. It still makes me mad. Like barely he just goes.
And I didn't like how Mando kept telling him to heal. Like that's what you say to a fucking dog. He kept saying, heal. Down.
Yeah, that's funny. I got a clip in my Pragmata video where I'm like, come over here, ride the skateboard. Yeah, kind of that vibe. All right, let's see. We got some pictures to go through. The twins. We got a little underworld huttage.
That's fine.
I liked it. And I like the way they talked. And then they do the hut tease, and then they do some basic, and it sounds as expected. Rada was my favorite. They needed to add more digital effects or deepen it or something. The way it came out sounded too much like a human speaking. And even if he is raised by humans or whatever, which I get it, it just didn't fit him at all for me. Especially being like so extra bulky and stuff too. It did take me out of it. And his voice acting, just get a professional voice actor at that point.
Oh,
but
okay, I disagree because I thought he was great voice acting. I thought it sounded complete with, like I said, I have zero complaints about Rada the Hutt.
Yes, but like,
Personally.
but you're used to like the gay Southerner baby, like you've experienced this, yeah. But for like me, not hearing a normal voice come out of the
Dr.
hut,
Oragora,
it was weird.
and other
to
ones
me.
in Lord of the there's plenty of huts that speak in both Hutsies and Basic and other properties. So it didn't
It's
throw
not
me,
that.
no.
No, it's not
Right,
the
I know.
language that bothers me because, like, and I get someone with. Like you learn a language and then you learn a new one, it's gonna have an accent because your mouth wants to pronounce things and stuff. So I get him not having that, but still the giant mouth and all this stuff, it should still shouldn't sound human. They added a little bit of digital effects to it too. It wasn't enough though. That's what I'm saying. They needed to turn it up a little more for me. But he was definitely the best character. But every time he just spoke, I was like, it broke the verisimilitude for me. Now we got, yeah, you know who to blame for that one. This is what I'm saying, bro. Everyone wants to make fun of it in the trailer, but this is genuinely my favorite part. Like, bro is stepping up to become a hero. Honest 3D, there's some parts where the 3D was probably pretty sweet. Kids should not see in 3D. There is a lot of like scary monster bits and whatnot.
Yeah, so was it
this fight?
Oh, the dragon snake.
This thing was jump scaring me. Fuck.
I think it was like a calf hound, but whatever. Imbo's dog basically kidnaps one of the Babu freaks. So that's why they're helping, because they gotta go save their boy. Everyone gotta go save their boy.
And he's carrying him up. No! Fuck. And then, but that also brings up, there's one point where he ends up in this thing's mouth, and it just barely gets him a little bit, and then like he gets poisoned. But then the Hutts fall in, and this thing just unhinges his jaw and eats Hutts the easiest. Like it was nothing. But then meanwhile, it can have him like in its mouth, and like he just ends up with like a little cut but it's infected. Yeah. Probably should have ate him. Probably
And
should.
again, make a whole plot point.
If the Hutts wasn't a clear like deep throating of them, I wouldn't have cared. But
They make a big point about how expensive and rare his fucking Beskar Mandalorian armor is. Take his helmet off, throw him in there. He has his 4-minute fight, and they're like, you entertain us. Here's your reward. And they give him the mask back. It's like, but you just said whatever.
Yeah, genius. All right, let's go through a little bit. Yeah, them and their tiny little ship. So fucking adorable.
That
I
was
don't
played
care.
funny. It looks like a normal ship until you zoom in and realize that it's the small miniature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she was pointless. There was no reason
Yeah.
for Sigourney Weaver to be in this movie. You could have just had Hera or any other established. Yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck is Admiral Akbar? Like,
Well, there's someone who would have been a good character, but the actor sadly has passed away. So Sigourney Weaver's best we can do. Sorry. Let's see. When they did the various camera angles like this were pretty cool. They didn't do a ton of this, but the cockpit shots, the cock shots, where they do it from front on, similar to like the classic. And then they did one where it's kind of at like a weird 3/4 angle that I really liked. It looked really good. I bet it looked really good in 3D as well. But whenever they were showing like the cockpit, it looked really good, and it gave me actual Star Wars vibes like every time they did it. So that was nice.
So he loses all his weapons, obviously, when he's kidnapped and taken before the Hutts. And that's what that seemed to me like a plot error too, is like the gunrunner. So the gunrunner ship that he puts Rhoda on to go be free, obviously they betray him and take him to the Hutts anyway. But then did they shoot it down because they didn't have clearance? Because the gunrunner, it's just there, crashed into the fucking jungle, and works when Mando turns it on.
Yeah, it took me a second to accept that is indeed what we were doing.
Again, these are the valid complaints, and this is just actual shit that was in it. As I told you, it was horrible. Yeah, she went just to help them out. Yeah, but why would they shoot? I get that it was shot down, but why would they shoot them down when they were bringing them the nephew that they fucking wanted, unless they just didn't clear it with the pilots or whatever? But then how did they know? And they extracted him from the wreckage to put him in the torture device and didn't take the guns?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know.
Or scuttle it, or take the ship itself. No, don't ask questions. These dudes with the crazy chrome teeth and stuff, kids, man, there are gonna be some scary moments for them. It got intense a few times. Grogu eating popcorn, being adorable. Him considering killing Sigourney Weaver. A lot of this stuff from the trailer did definitely play better in the actual movie.
Mm-hmm.
The land speeder fight when Grogu was supposed to be hitting all the buttons, we watched a clip of it and it was kind of boring, and it actually made me a little concerned. But did some of that get cut? Probably. It was so much. It felt so much quicker.
But it makes sense in the context of the entire movie.
Yeah, a lot of the things I was concerned about from the trailer, it worked fine in the movie. Let's see. More Robert Friggs. Oh, damn it. Now we're on red carpet stuff. Okay, yeah. The mustache man. It's so
He's
bad.
in it for 4 minutes with
it is very short. I was shocked. It was a lot less than I was expecting. All right.
Yeah, so he gets
final thoughts.
He gets poisoned in that fucking fight, and so he escapes, and the Grogu and the fucking the Babu Frick Anzelians, whatever, find him, but basically they have to leave him behind because they can't fit him in their little fucking shit. So they're like, we'll be back, and Grogu chooses to stay behind to help Mando and keep him alive. So if there was any part that was boring, you would have said it was the third part where the action stops basically until the big finale when the X-Wings show up. But that's the only character shit we got with Grogu, where he finally steps up and he's not a stupid baby.
He actually got some character stuff.
He keeps Mando alive for days.
And he starts his bad baby who couldn't even be trusted to play with them. And now he's leading them into battle for rescue. I mean, yeah. I changed my mind. He did have some characterization. So, yeah, I wait for Disney Plus. And by that, I mean pirate it when it comes out. I enjoyed it, but I would have enjoyed it less if I didn't have the unlimited pass. That's for sure. All right. Appreciate you all. We got another about 15 minutes or so. I do have various rewards if anyone's interested. We'll be talking about The Boys. You guys like Starlight, right?
Wow.
Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. And
Starlight.
Gary's not going to be able to post this as much anymore, but for those that don't know, Gary is actually literally in The Boys. And of course, hi Reddit, here are my appearances in The Boys comic. So, us fake fans didn't like the ending, but you'll never believe this. No one liked the ending, Kripke, you fucking idiot. And the piling on him hasn't stopped. So, obviously, everyone keeps making fun of the I'll suck your dick scene. How Kripke thinks Trump would act in the face of death versus how Trump actually acted in the face of death. Yeah, I actually hadn't even thought about this point. We actually already know how Trump would act in a situation like this. It was so iconic. A fucking emote in my chat. So yes, Kripke, an idiot. And then suck the dick, Peter, eat the shit. Okay, Uncle Ben. But yeah, that keeps on going. Now Elon hasn't stopped. He keeps on going. Kripke probably got flack from his wife's boyfriend for a Homelander being used in based memes and had to write that ending as a groveling apology. Talking about Kripke's wife's boyfriend. Based. All right. Maybe a little below the belt, but I'm fine with it. And then yeah. Blah 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 blah. Kripke is simply projecting his own cowardice, and then I think he did it. Yeah, some other things too. And then responding to these. Oh yeah, I'm not upset. Just remarking that the ending sounds fake and gay. That was the other one.
Very fake.
So Kripke went ahead and diffused the situation by responding, ha 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 ha. He come back, internet. He's posting multiple times. Also, I have notes on his joke writing. Hashtag the boys at the boys. So he's getting made fun of, and he's doing like a fake laugh. You're not. You know, you guys are doo-doo heads-ing us right now. Keep it up, retard, please. We need things to talk about. All right, let's see. No.
Yeah, and I was told that it was Anthony's idea to say that line.
Who said that?
Eric Kripke.
Well, damn it. Good job there, Anthony Starr, up until the very last line. So, you know it has a really good ending because people are making alternative AI endings. The show's VFX are so ass that this is genuinely indistinguishable from the actual series, and it's basically just getting a big final fight scene instead of, I'll suck your dick for a cheeseburger. Which, you know, you can't really blame people for preferring.
Yeah, no, that was actually disappointing. Actually disappointing. And not following its own, where literally in that scene, in the beginning part, he flies someone up into space and back in seconds. But in the actual fight, he can't move fast enough to dodge and punches and tentacles.
That person he flies up into space and like just kills, that's the Elon Musk character. So the only person he actually like kills and like fights is Elon Musk in the finale. Yeah. In private chat, Badgers, I got something for you. Keep that in mind, how excited everyone is about the ending, before we watch the trailer for Vought Rising, the next The Boys spinoff. Keep in mind. Better Place, yeah. Keep in mind, Gen V Season 3 is not going to be happening. Whoopsie daisies. But hey, now that he's pissed everyone off, maybe Vought Rising will work out for him. Which, yeah, I looked. He has no upcoming in his IMDb except one producing credit, The Boys. So I'm not sure how much work he has ahead of him. All right, let's see how this goes.
You know, if you're working on something, maybe I could help. I want to fight for the flag. I want to be a hero.
Are we in church? People say.
Well, that people like Soldier Boy at least, so.
God blessed us with these extraordinary heroes.
There are strange things happening every day.
Oh my god. So the evil white people tested on minorities, like the superpower thing, right? So we're gonna get super Tuskegee experiment. Yeah, but then the black people don't get to be superheroes because racism. Well, certainly isn't doing anything for me.
There is a brighter future. All we need to do is take it.
Ja, das ist gut, Fräulein Stonefront. Pass.
Yeah.
I'm ready to never watch anything Boys again.
That was not appealing. Okay. Kripke, I think you're losing this one. And then, yeah, I will say,
The only reason people seem excited is because it's Jensen.
Yeah. So to be fair, they certainly could have done worse spinoffs, such as Gen V. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah. All right. So Elon Musk continues his crusade. Chris Nolan is an anti-white racist, responding to our boy Endymion. Good to see. And that brings us to, we got another first look picture from the Odyssey. Been seeing lots of memes using this. For some reason, people don't like this. I don't know why. But Athena in Immortals compared to Athena in the Odyssey. Yeah, I believe this is a goddess. This, please God help us.
Do you know what picture that's from? It is Immortals, right? You watched it?
Yeah.
Did you watch that movie?
Is she naked? No, it's on the wheel.
No. It's a good movie though. Henry Cavill.
But no, what are you? I know it's from
sure it was Immortal. Yeah.
It's good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm definitely interested. Because it's got that 300 vibe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, everyone loves Zendaya, including Christopher Nolan. So there's this thing where boomer men are like really tough on like their sons, but then like give their daughters everything. Like it's kind of why feminism was able to destroy everything. Matt Damon recalls him and Tom Holland getting jealous of Christopher Nolan calling Zendaya's performance perfect on the Odyssey set. Tom and I were obsessed with this. She got a perfect? I've never even gotten a great. She got a perfect? He and I bitched about it for the entire rest of the film. Did you get anything today? No, I got a good. Moving on. Yeah, me too.
Well, he gave her great direction where he told her to constantly look like she smells a fart and or might have butt water. We're going to zoom in.
Like, I would get it if she were attractive, but like, God. Yeah, Zendaya. Perfect. Pass. Now, let's see. We just got a little bit longer here.
Did you see what Lupita said about her casting in the Backlash?
Remind me
if
if I have.
It's a mythological story.
Did she talk about how she loved the story growing up and she read it all the time and she always saw herself like in there?
No, but that is the other fucking attack angle that those people will say. They're acting like they all read the Odyssey. Well, there's no fucking such story as the Odyssey. It's called the Iliad.
Yeah. I've seen people be like, oh, what's it matter? Next, you're going to say, like, Homer's a real person. Yeah. No fun. Now, Mobland. Did you ever watch Mobland?
No, I think I was. Is this the one with Pierce Brosnan and.
Yes, I believe so. Paramount?
Yeah.
Our side really likes it. Well, one of the main characters allegedly isn't coming back for season 3. Tom Hardy. But then we also have, like, so this is sources say, and then like Hollywood Reporter sources say, well, he hasn't been fired yet. But usually when this stuff goes around, it means he's about to get shit canned.
The backlash was like on the comments, everything was just saying like, well, I guess show's over.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going to watch it. It might be a Henry Cavill Witcher situation. It's like, oh, well, we were just watching for him, so if he's not there, bye.
Yep, exactly. And it's because he was late and kept trying to give notes and stuff like that.
But that's what the issue is he's giving notes. But that kind of goes part and parcel with being a huge fucking draw and star and the fact that writers are retarded and continuously want to destroy male characters.
I've yet to see him in anything where I thought he was a good actor. People keep telling me about stuff he's in, but yeah, where he's good. To be fair, it's like Venom and a couple other things I think I've seen him in. So I don't think you can be blamed completely.
Was it Warrior? Did you watch that? That's a good one.
I don't think so.
Perhaps one is wondering why you would suck a dick before shitting on a plane. Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of Badger, please CBS, I'll do anything. I'll suck your dick. You want me to eat your shit? I'll eat shit on the Late Show stage.
This is the best meme template that we just have now.
I love it. So he signed off for the last time tonight. For anyone who had not realized it, Stephen Colbert is no longer on late night. Instead, he's writing a Lord of the Rings movie. Damn it! I'd be so much happier and celebrating so much more if we didn't know where he's going right after. God. And so he had Jimmy Kimmel talking shit about CBS and all that stuff. And then Stephen Colbert got his band to play licensed music, like as part of the joke, during his final show, so CBS would be sued for using the music illegally. Oh no, I hope this doesn't cost CBS any money.
It'd be funny if they just cut it out.
Yeah, well, he's literally trying to like shit on his desk before he gets escorted out of the building kind of situation. Hey, bro, really? And then, okay.
Hey, I like him in
Taboo.
Interstellar.
I know, I don't really care about something like that. Taboo.
I like him in Interstellar or Inception. Excuse me, not Interstellar. Inception.
Oh yeah. I often forget he's in that.
You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bit larger, darling. Fucking 40mm mic.
Oh, yeah. Wow. And so, similar to the ending of The Boys, well, the left loved the end of Colbert, right? Right? Nope. Variety has a little review of it, and they're not happy. Colbert's colleagues in late night, every major host showed up, deserve credit for showing up for whatever he'd do for his last show, but whatever is the operative term. I wish they'd gotten something more to do. If this was, as it seems, an attempt to strike back at CBS, I hate to say it, but the network won. So even the leftists look at it and say, okay, this trying to be spiteful isn't working for you. Yeah, let's see. The series finale was a letdown. So even they thought it was cringe and bad. And then they had
I never watched it.
McCartney sang a song and then they like turned the lights off.
But at least now if I watch it, I know there's just 2 seasons.
Oh, what, of Mobland?
Yeah.
Yeah. Badger. We'll obviously have more tabs to discuss, but where can people find us tonight?
Inside the Badger Den with, I believe it should be all of us except for Katie, because she said she was having her wisdom. I'll be able to talk. So we'll just be getting Andy, who will actually get to talk. And it's going to be fantastic.
Poor guy. Never
we'll talk
gets
about all
to talk.
the things. All the things.
Excellent. And then we will keep on going till F&T goes live. We got the first Passion of the Christ sequel picture. I think this is going to make a bunch of money. Mm-hmm. Like at least a bunch of profit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our world needs more Jesus. I'm going to say.
Bro, I'm here for all the other scenes in that movie. Oh, sorry, that started really loud. F&T has started.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well, I was about to do one last shilling, but it's too late, guys. Sorry, we'll have to do it tomorrow when you join us for some anime and gaming. And obviously tonight over on Badgers. All right. Oh my God. Did you see this, Badger? We're going to see absolute Clayface. It's the first look, and it's just, you don't even know which one's Clayface. Oh my God. All right.
It's doppelgangers. Yay.
Yes. Appreciate you all. Couldn't do this without you. And we will see you later.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Come on. Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
I'm trying to find a clip. There it is.
So